Welcome to ShineStrong, LiveLong, inspiring us to be intentional about becoming who God has designed for us to be. Hi, this is Christina Eve, and welcome to ShineStrong, LiveLong. If it's your first time here, welcome back if you are a returning viewer or listener to the podcast, or if you follow me on social media, welcome. So glad that you're here. This is a segment called Artist Spotlight, where I just take some time and I talk to some artists about their new music, get to know them a little bit better so that you can also get to know them a little bit better and maybe follow them and listen to their music. So yay. Today I have a very unique artist. I am really excited. We were talking a little bit before the interview started, and I was like, wait, I gotta record because she's so interesting.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so Keal, introduce yourself.
Hello, everyone. I'm Keal. I'm a Christian rap artist, salon owner, hairstylist. Those are all my ministries and how I reach the people. I ran to God, I'm on track. Since I'm with him, I don't let. Cause when that kingdom come and ain't no gun for me, how you gon' act? For God, I'm sliding, I'm riding, and yeah, I used to be sinning. I came to God cause I ain't perfect, but it start with admitting. Hope he's forgiving me. Knew I was doing wrong.
That's dope. I was talking about how I didn't know her name was actually Keal, but like that's pretty dope. Keal, Killing the Flesh is the name of your album. Is that right?
Yes, Killing the Flesh.
Never. Well, look, tell me more about, so Hairstylist is a unique ministry. Tell me how did that become a ministry for you?
So I've always been like a quote unquote therapist, like just when I'm talking to clients anyway. So it just was like once I got baptized and really came to Christ, that also became a way for me to be able to minister to the people that come into my chair, whether it's men, women, children, just being able to talk to them. And I noticed that it was very easily for people to be able to talk to me and just have those different conversations, those vulnerable conversations, and then just me leading them back to Christ. And even with that, I play my Christian music, I'll turn on a sermon, like that's just how that goes.
That's so awesome. That's good because it's like meeting people where they are in the spaces that they don't expect that. Yeah, I love my hairstylist. So I'm sure people really like coming to you because you are easy to talk to. You know, I can vouch for that. It is definitely a ministry of yours, girl. Where are you located? Where are you from?
So I'm originally from Baltimore, Maryland, and
as soon as you said that, I got friends from Maryland, and I mean Merlin. That's what you're supposed to say. I got friends from there, and they said, "Okay, yeah, you're from there." Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I'm from Baltimore, and I currently live in Augusta, Georgia, but my salon is in Columbia, South Carolina, which is an hour away from Georgia, probably is.
So you drive to your salon an hour, like
yes,
often?
Yes. Pretty much every day. Because most of my business is in Columbia, but I just was like, I wanted to change. I lived in Columbia for 10 years. So I was just like, I just need to change. Like, I was just like, I really need to change.
Well, that's interesting. That's good. I can relate. I have my photo studio is an hour and a half away from my house because
okay, so you get it.
I do get it. You're in a whole other state though, but I do get it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So okay, back to your music. I did do a little bit of research, you know. When she came on, I was like, oh my gosh, her voice sounds just like her rap voice. That's cool. So tell me about this whole music thing. I know you said you recently got baptized, is that correct? And were you rapping before?
So I was rapping. I started in secular music, and then I switched over to Christian rap music, kingdom music. But pretty much like I was doing that, and then I got baptized, which I got baptized, that was 2 years ago, I believe, like 2 years ago. And yeah, probably going on three. No, it was 2 years ago. And pretty much like I just was I still was trying to do the secular music, but then it was like God was calling me. He's like, nah, like it's not gonna work if I'm not in it. Like if I'm not in it, it's not gonna work. And I was just like, okay. So um I remember I was still doing my thing, um doing the secular music. And then I hadn't been to church in probably like a few months, I would say. And then I was like, yeah, I'm gonna just go to church. I'm gonna go back to church. I'm gonna start back going to church. Like I need to go back to church. And this one particular day, that I go back, it happens to be baptism Sunday. And I wear the shirt that I got baptized in. And my church be packed. My church is always packed. Like you have to, if you come late, you're in the overflow. And I was late. I wound up getting a seat at the front with all the people that were getting baptized. And the lady was like, "Are you getting baptized today?" I was like, "Oh no, I already been baptized." Like, so I'm like, okay, so I go sit up the front. So I'm like, oh wait, it's baptism Sunday. Like it's Jordan Sunday. So again, didn't think nothing of it. I'm looking like that was crazy. So then I leave. And after church, I just go stop at my shop and I'm just like thinking to myself, like, I really want to like God, like, well, what do you want me to do? What do you want me to do? Like, what do you want me to do? Like, and I'm thinking to myself, like, how I came this far with my music already. It's like, dang, like, I'm about to just give it all up just to go ahead and start fresh, start over in a whole different genre. Like, that's different. So I'll never forget this girl. She wound up messaging me, and the message and I don't talk to this girl. Me and this girl don't even have conversations. I probably met her one time at a showcase. Um, don't talk to this girl at all. And she sends me a random message. And the message just was saying, like, it's time to stop straddling the fence. It's time to pick a side. God is waiting on you. God wants your full surrender. And he will baptize you again. And something, something. And I was like, what made you send me that? And she didn't respond. She ain't like it. She ain't read the message. She just said her message and kept it pushing. And I was like, okay, God, I'm listening. So right after that, I just immediately I started posting my gospel music, my gospel rap music, the one song that I did have recorded, and then I just put it out there. And it had really got good feedback. But it was just like, dang, okay, I'm really about to do this. I'm really about to do this. So that was just how the whole thing got started. God was just like, nah, what's up?
Man, it'd be like that, don't it?
You know?
Yeah, because especially you asked that question that a lot of my guests on this show and my channel, they ask, like, God, what more do you want from me?
Exactly.
Or do you want the answer? And then when you get it, it's like,
yeah.
Now it's balls in your court. Like, do you want to see God move in your life, or do you just want to trust yourself?
So, exactly.
I'm
and
happy.
I felt like that was just me killing my flesh, because it's like, okay, are you about to continue doing what you want to do because it will benefit you and I'm not in it? Or are you going to kill your flesh, kill all of the idolatry, kill everything else, and really say, you're going to surrender to me? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? This is what I'm asking you to do. So are you going to do it? And I'm like, yeah.
Well, look, I'm happy that you did. There's a lot more people. Honestly, starting is the hardest part. Like saying that, yes, yes, God, okay, I'm gonna surrender. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna step out of the boat, try and walk by faith, and just expecting God to prove Himself to you, and knowing that the return is not always how we think the return is going to be. Usually. Yeah, usually and this is for me too, because people who might not know my story, I've been a Christian and I've been saved for a very long time, but it came down to the point where it's like, do I want to do more, for Christ, and asking Him, and usually what He asks you to do is the thing you don't want to do.
Exactly.
And then you gotta get out of yourself and do it. But the return, sometimes you think the thing that He asked you to do is going to be huge and big, but sometimes the return is just in your home, in your peace, in your own walk, in your mentality, and stuff like that. And so, do you see any of how do you feel now that you said yes?
I feel Of course, it's a constant spiritual warfare.
Yes.
There's a constant spiritual warfare. And again, like I said, I just sat in the house and I did nothing. And I had so many other things that I could have been doing, but it was just like, I get this imposter syndrome
Mm.
quite often where I get like doubts, like, is this what I should be doing? And it's like, girl, yes. Like, how many times do you have to be told, yes, this is what you're supposed to be doing? But I think that also comes from like just like me having to spend that time with God. So what I'm noticing is like you have to stay in your word. Like you have to stay in your word. You have to stay in the presence of God in order for you to just keep being reassured that you are who He says you are. You have to. You have to. Because if not, it gives room for the enemy to just sneak in and plant little seeds of doubt and just all type of lies.
All type of
All
lies.
type of lies.
Ugh.
So that's just the biggest thing. But as far as like when it comes to like the people that support me, I think it was a thing where like they were shocked to see it, but they respected it because they know that this walk is not easy. It's not easy to kill your flesh. It's not easy to say no to the things that you want to do in order to be able to please God. So a lot of people were like, I really respect you for that. I can't do that right now where I'm at, but I respect seeing you do that. So it's like just me being able to meet people where they are, understand like everybody can't do it, but being able to have that Jesus in close proximity for them and being able to be that reminder that this is something that you could do as well. Like you can do it, you can do it, you can do it, you can do it. You have to constantly like just keep. So it's just I can honestly say like me just my yes saves a lot of people. So I am grateful for that. I'm grateful for that. Like I'm grateful to be a vessel for God to be able to, just inspire and impact other people's lives.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm glad to hear you say that. I did do some snooping on your page, your Instagram, and I saw you went to that, was it Black Christian Influencers conference or
Yes.
just Christian influencers? I don't know.
Yeah, Black Christian Influencers Conference.
So I think that at first that's dope. I love that. But also it looks like you're surrounding yourself with the right people because that's the hard part. Like
Yeah.
going from one industry to another industry and just finding community where it's like I need to not just be around church people. I need to be around people who are trying to do like things that are similar to what I'm trying to do.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes.
How was that, by the way? Just
That was, and you know what? I feel like God works again in mysterious ways. Like he just works mysterious ways because the whole thing about that was, um, it was just a trickle effect of like, yeses to God. So, I actually went to a Christian club. I went to
okay.
a Christian club. I went there, and it just it just all trickles from a servant heart posture. Like so okay, before that, I was helping my mom, like with her business and running her table and pop-up shop. So then I went to a Christian club and I went there and I seen this guy, which I'm good friends with now. I met this guy who owns a clothing brand called Blessed Brand. And I met him and he was just only at his table by himself, but I seen all these different customers and I just seen, like he needed help. So I was like, well, let me help. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, do you need help? And he was like, yeah. So I started helping him sell stuff. And I was like, yeah, just doing stuff, whatever. So then he was like, bro, like, I really appreciate you. Like, that was just amazing. Like, da da da. So he wound up hitting me again. He was like, for any other events, like, because he's in Atlanta. So he was like, for any other events, like, would you be willing to come out and come help me? And I was like, yeah, of course. So um he told me he was going to the Black Christian Influencers Conference. So I was like, yeah, like I'm gonna come, like, and I didn't have to pay for anything, and he just wanted me to be there all 3 days to help him, and I'm like, yeah, like I was gonna help you for free anyway, but it's just like, okay, I'm grateful that you just was like, yeah, can you come help me? And I'm like, I just wanted to be in the room,
Yeah.
so it worked out, but also like just the amount of people that were there, just the different connections that I got to make, just the gems, just the word, like the worship, everything. It was just a really great experience. Like, it was just a really great experience. Like, I got to meet a lot of my favorite Christian influencers, like people that I'm already following, and have like genuine conversations with them. And it was just really nice. Like, I was like, I'm just grateful to be here. Like, but again, it was just like me serving. Like, I just didn't, me serving. Like, I'm not even here on my own accord. It was just like, me being able to be in the room. And again, they just talked about all those different things about that imposter syndrome and all these different things. Just post your content, everything's content, like just make sure that it's leading people back to the Lord, but do it in your own way. God knew who you are when he created you. So it's just like, just continue to be who you are and leading people back to Christ, because nobody can tell your testimony. People can relate to your testimony, but only you can do it, because only you have went through it. And for God to be able to come and pour out and be that vessel. He knew who you were before you even knew who you were. So it was just a great experience. Like, I really enjoyed it. It was like a revival. It was refreshing. I loved it. I loved everything about it.
Oh, facts. Everything you're saying. Oh my gosh, that's awesome.
It
And that's
was
like
good.
doors are opening. You just being yourself, being the person that you are.
Yes.
Doors are opening, you're connecting, and you're in the right place because Atlanta is the spot. So you're not far.
Yeah. That was my whole thing. Like, when I first moved to Augusta, I was like, I could be closer to Atlanta, because I was doing a lot of shows. I was doing a lot of networking in Atlanta
Yeah.
and a lot of events. So I was like, I need to be close to Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
But now, like, I don't even want to go out there. No, I don't care. So, but I can say, since like me actually saying like, okay, God, yes, this is what I'm going to do. Like, me actually like making those connections. It's like, now it's been like more stuff popping up in Atlanta. Me meeting this person, me meeting that person, me doing this show, me doing this again, me doing that. And so it's kind of like starting to become more consistent, which I was used to in the secular space. So it's like starting to become a little bit more consistent for me in the Christian space. So I'm grateful for that.
Well, that's good. Well, we're grateful for you. Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad that you're here on this show. Learning a whole lot too. This is wonderful. Okay, so two more questions for you. First, how do you describe your sound to people who've never heard your music? Hard one, right?
That is hard. Um, I don't know. That's a good question. Um, I would say it's like a soulful trap sound. So
Okay.
to help you kind of like, I would say it's kingdom culture. That's what I would call it. Like, culture is called kingdom culture. So I would say that like it's helping. It's still that sound that people are familiar with, but more positive.
Yes, I can
So,
vouch for
so
that.
that's what I would say. Like, I remember somebody told me, I was on a show, and they was on like some more like music review, and they told me that they would compare it to like a vegan pork chop. And I was like, they were like, we can't play this anywhere. We can't do anything. Like, where are we going to ever play this? Like, she's playing with God and da 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 da. And they said it was a vegan pork chop, and I'm vegan. So I was like, well,
Mm.
like, that's cool, whatever. So that was another thing. I was just like, well, my next project is going to be called Vegan Pork Chop. And I'm like, why wouldn't you want to have something that tastes like a pork chop, but it's healthier for you and not going to kill you if you can have it?
Wow, way to spin it. That's
You know?
very good.
Yeah.
You're
So
right though. You're so right.
thanks.
I
Thanks.
okay, I could totally see I could see that. Funny enough, when I Googled your name and ChatGPT had a response and they said something about trap Christian music. And so
Yeah.
trap came
Yeah.
up and I was like, yeah, I could see that. I like some
Yeah.
trap music. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
Christian trap music.
Yes. Yes.
So okay, last question for you. Do you have any upcoming projects? I see a while ago your album was released.
Mhm.
Anything coming up that you want to share?
So I am working on the visuals for my project, because
Okay.
again, imposter syndrome. I just kind of like was like, yeah, here. But I said I'm gonna actually take the time out to actually like put some visuals together. So this weekend I'm shooting a video to my project for my project. So I will be dropping the video to like Victory, Tribe of Judah, also called Holy Smoke Scriptures. All of those will be coming out soon. So I'm excited to do that. But I do have a song called Holy Smoke that I have in the vault that I'm thinking about releasing soon. As well as another song called Fraud. But yeah, it's just I got a couple songs. But it's just a matter of when I want to do it, like when I want to release them. But the videos are just dropping soon. That's what's coming soon.
Oh, yay. Okay, good. That's exciting. I'm glad to hear that because I was afraid you're gonna say, oh, nothing yet, but maybe. And I'm like, no, tell me.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Well, look, you are awesome. And I'm so happy that you said yes to God because we need more people who will show up as their authentic self, but like repping the kingdom. So I love this. Also, hair, yes.
Thank you.
Love it. The pink. Are you going to keep the pink for the visuals?
Yes. Pink is my thing because I love pink. So pink is my thing.
I love it. Well, look, thank you so much for coming to Artist Spotlight. And oh, wait, before we go, yeah, how can people connect with you? I should have asked you that before.
Go. Right. Like, okay, so everyone can follow me at I am_Keal, Nikeal. On TikTok, it's I am_Nikeal. On YouTube, it is Keal Keal. On Apple Music, Pandora, Spotify, it is Keal period. You have to add the periods at the end, but that is where you can find all my music and everything. And Facebook, it's Keal Kealk.
Awesome. Yay. Okay. So for everybody who's listening or watching the video, I'll have all of that in the description or the show notes for the show. Thank you so much, Keal. Thanks for coming to the show.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.